Have you ever wondered why certain smells can take you back to childhood in an instant, or why a particular song can evoke emotions so strong, it's as if you're living a moment from your past all over again? This isn't just nostalgia, it's a testament to how deeply experiences, especially traumatic ones, are etched into our very being. Imagine, for a moment, you're walking through a crowded place. Suddenly, you hear a loud bang. It's just a car backfiring, but your heart races, your breath quickens, and you're swept into a tide of panic. For someone who's never experienced trauma, this reaction might seem excessive. But for those who have, it's a familiar reminder of past horrors. This is where our journey begins, at the crossroads of memory and emotion, exploring the shadow trauma casts and the light of healing. 1. The nature of trauma. Trauma isn't just a buzzword, it's a deeply personal, often misunderstood reality for millions. It's the body's response to overwhelming stress, where the mind says enough and the body takes over, remembering and reacting to danger even when it's no longer present. It's a physical imprint of emotional pain, a scar on the psyche that affects sleep, relationships, and even the ability to feel joy. But here's something that might surprise you. Over 70% of adults experience at least one traumatic event in their lifetime. That's more than 2 out of every 3 people in this room. Trauma is universal, yet each person's experience and reaction are uniquely their own. 1. The science of healing. Now, let's talk about healing, about how it's possible to teach an old brain new tricks. Science shows us that our brains are not fixed, but fluid, capable of remarkable change and growth. Therapies like EMDR have shown us that it's possible to reprocess traumatic memories, reducing their emotional impact. Yoga and mindfulness can bring us back into our bodies, teaching us to live in the present rather than being haunted by the past. Consider the case of veterans with PTSD who found solace in yoga. Studies have shown that yoga can significantly reduce symptoms of PTSD, offering a peace many thought was lost forever. It's not magic, it's science, the science of giving our brains and bodies a second chance. 1. Real-life examples. Let's bring this closer to home with more stories of resilience. Like Alex, who survived an earthquake and lived with the terror of the ground shaking beneath him. Through therapy and community support, he learned to stand firm, both literally and metaphorically. Or Jenna, who overcame the trauma of domestic violence and now helps others find their voice, proving that our pasts do not define us, we do. These stories are not just tales of survival but of transformation. They remind us that while trauma may be a part of our story, it's not the entire narrative. 1. Community and connection. Healing is personal, but it doesn't happen in a vacuum. The role of community, of being seen, heard, and understood, cannot be overstated. Whether it's a support group, a therapist, or a trusted friend, these connections act as lifelines, pulling us out of isolation and into the light of understanding and acceptance. In a world that often values strength as stoicism, admitting we need help can be the bravest thing we do. It's in these moments of vulnerability that we find our true strength, not as solitary warriors but as part of a community that lifts us up. Conclusion. As we come to the end of our journey today, I invite you to look at trauma and healing with new eyes. To see beyond the pain and into the potential for growth, connection, and resilience. The path to healing is not linear, it's a spiral, where we circle back to old wounds with new strengths, insights, and hope. So, what can we do, both for ourselves and for others? We can start by listening, really listening, to the stories of those around us. We can educate ourselves on the science of trauma and the resources available for help. And most importantly, we can extend compassion to ourselves and others, recognizing that healing is not just about surviving, it's about thriving. In the words of Maya Angelou, I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it. Let's carry these words with us, as a reminder of our capacity for resilience, for change, and for profound healing. Thank you. End. This expanded speech delves deeper into the complexities of trauma and the hopeful journey toward healing, embracing the richness of human experience. It encourages embracing vulnerability as a step towards strength, emphasizing the importance of community and the power of individual resilience. Through relatable examples and accessible explanations, the speech aims to inspire, educate, and offer hope, urging the audience to engage actively in their own healing journeys and to support others in theirs. This narrative is designed to resonate on a deeply personal level, encouraging a compassionate and informed response to trauma and recovery.